New York has many iconic places to eat, but are they actually worth it? Today we'll take you to some Big Apple classics and see whether or not they live up to the hype and if you should skip them or not. Here we go. I got Mike here, born and raised New Yorker, and we're starting this journey at Russ and Daughters, and this is pretty much as famous as it gets for a New York bagel and New York appetizing store.
Yeah, this may be the oldest bagel shop in New York. 109 years, classic New York.
This is on a lot of tourists and locals' radar. We're gonna see if it lives up to that hype right now. Let's get in there.
Let's go.
I think this is the first time I have not seen a line down the block here. How do you feel walking into Russ and Daughters?
You know, this is like what I grew up in. Like stores looked like this, they felt like this. You don't see much of it anymore.
No, appetizing stores are a dying thing in this city. I think this is a throwback, just seeing all the fresh fish that you can buy right here, appetizing items here. And amazingly, it's mostly young people in here. That's what impresses me the most. A lot of young people.
They know better.
They do. I get 2 classic bagel and lox. I want to do everything bagel with scallion cream cheese. Gotta get the Nova. That's it. All right, we got our prize right here. Heavy bagels. We got the classic right here, $17. This may be one of New York's most expensive bagels, okay? We got Nova salmon, we got scallion cream cheese, we got it on an everything bagel. We'll give you your half. Tell me you've actually never done the Nova before.
No, never the Nova. So.
All right, well, first time for you and 50th time for me.
There you go.
Let's try this. I love the Nova salmon smoky flavor. Different than your typical belly lox, which is a lot saltier. I love coming here. I mean, I kind of knew my answer before I even took the first bite, but I want to know what you think.
I think you can get a lot better bagel in New York. The bagel as itself is one area they could do a lot better. Flavor's great. Bagel.
They don't make their bagels fresh here. This is my favorite lox, not my favorite bagel spot. Now imagine you combined Absolute Bagels or Utopia Bagels with this Nova salmon. It'd be like an Avengers level bagel.
You go one place to get the bagel.
Yeah.
You go one place to get the cream cheese.
Yeah.
You go one place to get the Nova, and then you put it all together in your kitchen.
It won't come cheap. Like we saw some of their options in there. You can get caviar cream cheese. You could make the most expensive bagel in New York just going in there if you wanted. You want to get like old school Jewish stuff? This is what the Lower East Side used to be like 100 years ago. They were full of places like Russ and Daughters, and now this is one of the last ones standing. That's why I think you have to come here. I'm gonna say worth it, even though it's expensive, because this Nova salmon is fantastic and this place has a lot of history. What do you think?
I'm gonna be on the not side.
Just because you're saying without a really good bagel, this doesn't work for you.
I'm saying this is halfway there.
Okay.
So like to be an absolute come try, like halfway there doesn't get it for me.
I'm still gonna stand by my rating because coming to Russ and Daughters, you're here for the appetizing stuff, you're here for the fish, you're not here for the bagels. Bagels are just the medium, not the message, okay? The message is the fish.
Good. Great would be an amazing bagel. That would be great.
You know, I'm gonna throw you on the spot. A block away, Katz's, what do you think?
Trash.
Whoa!
That may be one of the most overrated places in all of New York City.
I actually do think that Katz's is overrated. I don't think it's trash. I don't think it's a bad pastrami sandwich. I just don't know if it's worth all the hype. Other spots debatable, but Katz's, I'm a Sarge's fan. I've always said it, Sarge's still my top pick. Like, I think when you ask most tourists, they're gonna say Nathan's is the go-to for a hot dog. But you talk to locals and Gray's Papaya is always in the conversation.
Absolutely. For decades and decades, it's been an institution here in New York. We were talking about earlier how we used to go there coming out of clubs at 4 o'clock in the morning. This is now the last surviving location.
Let's check this out.
Let's go.
Places like this never change. The prints, the tropical vibes.
I'm gonna buy a t-shirt today. I didn't realize they sell t-shirts. See, that's the other thing, is I was here the other day, somebody was ordering breakfast. I was like, breakfast?
You could do breakfast here,
Yeah.
It's only for a very short window.
Yeah?
One just with ketchup, one with onion, mustard, sauerkraut, 2 papaya drinks. Nicholas Gray opened Gray's Papaya in 1973. This is not the first of the tropical hot dog chains of New York. Actually, Papaya King's been around way longer.
I still like Gray's better.
Okay.
Not much different.
Honestly, they're so similar. Show people what you got.
So I got your basic with ketchup. I know this is gonna drive the internet crazy, but what I like.
All right, internet, if you got a problem with Mike's order, feel free to say something. Yep. I went maybe a little more classic New York. I got onion, mustard, sauerkraut. Can't go wrong with either of this. All right, let's take a bite of this. Here we go, man.
Yeah.
Man, this tastes the same always to me, like nice snap, any time of day. This is great, I don't know. I'm just such a fan of Gray's papaya, and then topped off with a tropical drink, the papaya. This has been around for 50 years, I think for a good reason. How's yours? Man, oh my.
I love it. I love it.
Clearly love it, man. You're almost done.
Almost done. One more bite.
How many bites could you finish that in? 2? 3?
Probably 3.
What do you like about the hot dogs here?
It's been the same quality. Even when they had multiple locations across the city, it was always the same, regardless of which one you went in. And even now, it's still the same thing. It's a lot more expensive.
What do you think about that, like comparing Gray's to a street hot dog? We're gonna get viewers who want to do either or.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's people that eat dollar pizza. I don't recommend it. Take yourself on the subway, right up here. Literally, the subway's right there. And come get the best hot dog in New York City.
So for you, this is the best, it's absolute.
Oh, not even close.
I actually do have a hot dog I like better. I like Billy's hot dog stand next to Central Park. I've covered him in quite a few videos. Not a huge difference, but the experience is different. Like, come here for like the tropical, you know, kitschy vibe, local New York. Go to Billy's, you want to talk to a local who's been there forever, you want to have a little conversation. So here's a question for you. Gray's Papaya, worth it or not?
Oh, absolutely. No question. Don't come to New York and not come here.
I'm going to agree. I think hot dog is a hot dog, but going to Gray's Papaya, definitely an experience, especially for a first-time New Yorker. Great location here. He's at 72nd Street. Not expensive. Get a papaya drink. Get a t-shirt. Can you show us that t-shirt,
Oh, man, yeah. Oh, look, the best hot dog over 100 million served. I agree.
That's the kind of shirt you can see selling for 50 bucks at some thrift store, too.
We should do that. We should get some t-shirts, bring them to California, and sell them in thrift shops.
For the record, this is the first and the last Gray's Papaya in New York. They closed the one that was in the Village for a long time. And Mike, you said you used to go there late night?
I'm highly, highly upset about the fact that it is not open, because there has not been one successful business in that location since this place closed. Stand up. But I used to do that every night. That would be late night. The recession special, 2 hot dogs and a drink were under $2. Hot dogs were 50 cents. Amazing.
Could you imagine if they had alcohol in here? The place would be, line would be down the block, man. All right, Mike, we've got Juniors. They have been around since 1950. Dare I say world famous for their cheesecake. And they're still here when everything around us in downtown Brooklyn has changed.
Yeah, so before I created content, I actually did real estate. And they got offered tens of millions of dollars to sell this location. And they were like, nah, cheesecake's gotta be good, right?
If you're here that long, we're gonna see if they live up to the hype. Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
3?
Are we taking pictures or a video?
Yeah, we were doing like a,
YouTube?
yeah.
Hey, YouTube.
This place is old school as they come. You want that retro diner vibe? Come to Juniors. I think what a lot of tourists don't realize is that Juniors has a full menu. This is like coming to an old school diner.
Diner in here. Like, do you want Hungarian beef goulash? You know, this is what I came to Brooklyn for.
I will give them credit. They have quite an extensive cheesecake menu. Diabetic-friendly cheesecake, coconut lemon layer cheesecake, raspberry swirl cheesecake.
I'm gonna have, without a doubt, the original cheesecake.
I'm gonna do the chocolate mousse cheesecake.
That looks good.
It's a big piece of cheesecake.
Damn.
Thank you. Look at that.
Thank you.
So this is my second time ever here. I got the classic cheesecake last time. I went for the chocolate mousse. I'm gonna get a little bit of cheesecake, a little bit of chocolate in one bite. That's not bad, I'll be honest. It's not like I take a bite and I'm blown away by this cheesecake, but there are some things I like about it. Spongy bottom, soft. It's a cheesecake. I mean, that's what I would say, but I'm not overly impressed by it, to be honest. I want to see your opinion of the original. Let's see.
Yeah. It's all right. I mean, it's not where I would come for cheesecake, personally.
Yeah. What a New York cheesecake is it has to have Philadelphia cream cheese.
Yeah.
That is the difference maker. So maybe it's something that you can't find in other cities. So you could come for that novelty, perhaps. You can get this in Costco in Idaho. They sell Junior's cheesecake, or you could use Goldbelly. I think this is the world's most famous cheesecake. Is it the world's best cheesecake? No. I'll ask you. You already said it. Worth it or not?
No. Go somewhere else.
I'm gonna say not worth it. My favorite, Eileen's special cheesecake. I would send you there in a heartbeat. I do like the vibe here. I like how it looks, but as far as the cheesecake for taste and flavor, nah. I think both of us agree that you can do better.
I don't want to throw it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish mine.
I don't know that I'm going to finish mine, but you know.
I've also heard that the red velvet is very popular here, so I think our take would be, if you did end up at Junior's in Midtown or here, go for one of the flavored ones. All right, Mike, if people want to find you, they want to follow your food adventures, your adventures in the tri-state, where do they go?
It's your boy Mike Official on pretty much every social network.
What do you do on there? What do you think you're known for?
I create food, experience, family, and travel content, New York City and beyond.
Check them out, link in the description. Now that you know about these 3 iconic New York eateries, we're gonna show you 3 more and tell you if they're worth visiting on your next trip here or not. Head to this video.